Hey friends, this is Squigs back with another episode of Squiggy Glitches, and today we are going to be messing around with a type of block duplication that we haven't touched before. So in the past we've used the shell, kicked it up through a block, and if you time it just right when the shell is at the bottom of the block, you will create a duplicate above it, or possibly to the left and right above it, or directly to the left and right. So this is a different type of block duplication that is good for creating many duplicates of the same block. So what we're going to do is we're going to spin jump, and we're going to collect a falling power-up at the same time our cape touches the block we want to duplicate. So this block right here is a Yoshi. So this is the one we're going to try it on. We're going to try to make a bunch of Yoshis. So what we're trying to do is the first time that we touch the block with our cape is the same time we're transforming. So our cape kind of gets stuck in the block while we're transforming. And yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'll show you anyways. So here we go. Let's give it a shot. So did you hear the multiple hits? And see all the Yoshis I'm riding? So that is that's how it works basically. You could see that right when I got it, the cape was inside the block. It just hit the block a bunch of times during the power-up. And now we have so many Yoshis that it's despawned all of our Koopa friends. There's only one sprite spot left. The way that the game works is there's a certain number of sprite slots that things can spawn in, and now they're all filled with Yoshis, except for one, which I believe was taken at the time by the falling power-up, and that's why there was one sprite left. So now there can only be one other sprite in the game. So this guy, if you'll notice, I'm going to jump on him in just a second, and instead of coming out of his shell like he normally does, that other part of him will just despawn, and it won't exist because it can't physically make one. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of our original Yoshi and show how we can teleport other Yoshis to us. Because we're technically riding all the Yoshis pretty much right now. The way that this works, well, you'll see. As you can see, we have a sort of fountain of Yoshi effect going on right there. And the reason that happened is because of the reason they got kicked right off me instantly. Let me go backwards actually, see if I can take some of them back. Is because I'm holding the shell. You can see that I don't have to kill them in order to do that. I could just have them spawn normally, or if I'm not doing anything at all, they'll just come and I'll start riding them. So the reason that they get despawned and go underneath the level like that is because they're taking damage from the shell. Somehow they're in a state where they're trying to ride me, but they're still able to be hurt by a shell. Even though this shell isn't moving, it's in my hands. It's active to damage the Yoshi in its weird teleported state. So actually, I want to get one of those Yoshis if I could. So yeah, I'll take our friend Yoshi. We're gonna try again, and I'll just show you another example of the block duplication we're talking about. Ooh, leggy. So let's take our feather, bring this here. There we go, that should be it again. And we have an Omega 1-up here. It's a whole bunch of 1-up sprites on top of each other. You can see how it's lagging the game down. I believe there's supposed to be some turtle shells here, but they're just not loading because we have a whole bunch of 1-ups on top of each other. I just glitched out that berry as I was going by. Now that I'm eating them, you can see the other sprites start to spawn. And if I go back, you'll see the red one will be there. But they were all filled up with 1-up sprites in that moment. So yeah, that's just it's a different way to duplicate blocks. It's really useful for like making a whole bunch of copies of one thing at once. It could be useful just when you're playing, like but you basically can only use it for 1-ups because you need the 2 power-ups in order to do it. So you're not going to duplicate many power-up blocks for anything useful. But I hope you enjoyed this episode of Squiggy Glitches. As always, if there's anything you want to see, please let me know. It doesn't have to be Super Mario World, by the way. I'm open to glitching out any old retro games. New ones too, but mostly retro ones. So let me know in the comments if you have anything you want to see. And I hope to catch you all next time.